Hey, are you trading Eurodollar, pound yen, USDCAD, US oil, gold, or silver? In this video, I'm going to give out my trading plans, which is just my opinions on entry, on target, on stop loss, and what risks I see in the market. If you want to see my plans and plan together with me, please join along. My name is Ewinningstrategy. I'm a Forex trader and I'm an economist, and I'm here to help you becoming a better Forex trader. Maybe take away some of your trades that you shouldn't have taken and also improve your knowledge base. Okay? Trading Forex is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Whatever has happened in the past doesn't need to happen in the future. So risk little and never invest money you can never afford to lose. The other part is I have a Discord channel. You can go in the description below or in the comment below and join there, and I will be happy to help you as much as I can. Every single day, right? Awesome. The other part is I have a mentorship on ivanfx.com. If you want to join my mentorship, cool. And if you don't want to, please join along so I can teach you even more about the Forex market and make you a better Forex trader. Let's do some trade planning. Are you ready, boys? Well, let's start with EURUSD. The plan for EURUSD is I want to be a buyer. Okay, that is my fundamental bias. Straightforward. So what I want to see here is I want to see a bullish trend. What do we have at the moment? Let's see. So we have a top, we have a lower high, we have a lower high, we have a lower high. Doesn't seem like an uptrend because that's an uptrend. So since we don't have an uptrend, I also want to see what kind of the volume or the velocity or the intensity of the last move down is. That's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. So if I then take my 3 lines to say, okay, how did this really work out? It seems to me that both the slope, so how far out this line goes, the other one is how long they are. So they are like 1, 2, 3. So in my case, that it's coming down steep and then slowing down. Awesome. Do you know what I want then? I then want a new higher high. Then I want that, and then I can continue for a long. The other part to this thing is the COT report for the euro. So let's see what happened then. For the euro, we had this week on Tuesday, we had 16,000 more longs. We went from 230 to 247%, 207,000 contracts on the long side, but also a bit more shorts. So net on net around, is it around 12? Which is okay, good. Then you have to see, okay, we are still 81% of those contracts are still long. So really, really bullish. We went a bit more bullish this week. So cool. For US dollar, we have still seen shorts, most of it. It's kind of coming towards a more equal size, but still last week there was less longs and less shorts, but still cool enough. That's a better direction. I then like what I see for what a hedge fund managers has put in place as well. Since market's bullish on euro dollar, I also am a bull on euro dollar. I want to see this go higher. Can this fall? Absolutely amazing. But I'm not going to be engaged until I have that. So for this week, my plan is, as always, a new higher high, pull back, then I can continue. I will then enter on the weekly, I will then enter on the daily, and I will enter position trades. I will enter 3 trades, 3 orders, okay? And most of them will be in this area here, if I get a new higher high. If I don't care. Okay, so as we then move higher, I will, first of all, target around 1870 for the dailies. That would be 1870. And then for the weekly, I will then target next month pivot point for the euro, which is wrong, which is up here at 120. I still have 122 as my target, so I would just say 122. Okay, cool. So 122 for the position, and no, for the week, and also 122 for the position. Okay, cool. And then today I will have a meeting with mentorship students. We will go through October, so I'm not going to say now what I'm going to say then, but it's going to be amazing. So we're already going to plan today, October, and we're still in September. So planning ahead is crucial for me. So cool. And then if you're a seller, you're like, cool, as long as price is still below 1680, you're like, cool, I can still short it down to 14.5. Cool. There's nothing wrong with that. That's your plan. It might even happen. I don't know. I'm not planning for it because I'm a buyer, and I will leave it if it does. Okay? So as a buyer, you can't do anything yet. If you're a seller, you still have things to do. So for pound dollar, I then want to say that we are falling, but sideways. But then I didn't tell you, for euro dollar and New Zealand and pound dollar, boom on the targets. If you're a seller, I wasn't. So for you. The other part is for euro dollar, I would use 50 pip stop loss or below here, depending. Okay. Pound dollar, kind of the same thing. Stop loss below here. Need a new high. Need a break above 128. This price here, and then I can continue up to 130. Okay, that's 200 pips. Sounds cool. Stop loss below here. Other than that, nah, nothing else. Nothing else yonder. It is still bearish, so if it breaks below, cool. Target down to 125. For the CO2 report, for pound, this week we had changes to the short side, but the market, as you can see here, is quite quite stable, like equal. This gives me nothing, so then I will go back to my fundamental bias, which for dollar it's weakness, but also for pound we do have Brexit, we have negative rates, and we have COVID. That is all three major reasons for default. So it's each of them can send pound down. Now we have three of them. Okay, but I want then a bullish move upwards regardless, and I will just wait for that. I will wait for 128 to hold, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. But if you're a seller, you're very much allowed to sell down to 125. Okay. For gold, we have kind of a double bottom, a new higher high, pullback, continuation. So really the battlefield is at 1890. Is it bullish? Is it bearish? So if it goes above, it is bullish, or it's long, or it's buyers coming in. But then if you are a seller, you're like, cool, you have to be below 1890. Okay, we'll see the difference there. Buyers above 1890, sellers below. So if you're a seller, you're still allowed to sell at 1890, and then target down to 1800. Okay, target down here, the 1800. But if you're a buyer like me, you are still considering what is going to happen, but you're like, cool, I want to see something like 1960, give or take. Okay. Stop loss below here, or as fast as you can. The other part is, since this is not investment advice and only for educational purposes, I do want you to be like conservative, waiting and waiting and waiting for your setup. Okay. So since I'm also going to be live tomorrow at 19:30 GMT plus 2, which is Berlin time. So what your time is now? I don't know what it is, but it's tomorrow at 19:30. I will be live and we'll go through this, and I will also give an explanation of how you can add those pivots that you have here, there, onto your trading view. I will show you in the beginning, hopefully. So if you want to be there as well, cool. Enjoy. And it's free. So for gold, I don't know, did I do that? I'm bullish. 1890, I need to wait for that to happen. If not, it's still sellable, and use risk not more than 1% per trade. Cool. COT report for gold. The COT report does show one thing this week, is the take profit or stop loss or whatever you call it on long positions, and added more short positions. So we have gone from like 80.20 to 77.23. We're still bullish. Or the COT report is then large institution that is in the market to trade for profits. All the other people are moved out of this statistics. So those took profit or stop loss, whatever you call it. That's not necessarily very positive. Okay, so if you go then into the market and say from 15th to 22nd, they increase and then they took profit. So from 15th okay, so they increased here and then they took profit here. Okay, sounds a bit logical. So we'll can then guess what happened here. We will then anticipate a COT report that also shows TP for buyers. Okay, if this shows more sellers coming in, that is a bit more worrying. Okay, so you have to see the difference. Is it buyers? Is it sellers coming in? Okay, cool. So let's continue for pound yen. Japanese yen, not much change here. We have 8,000 contracts more. That is still not a lot, but fair enough, but still overly bullish on oil, on the yen, sorry. We might then see over the time where they become more bearish on the yen, we will then see that in the yen pairs. So we're basically just waiting for the bearishness to come to yen. For pound yen, we have more of a reversal than pound dollar has. I don't know if I like it. I would say that should be support. So it has been support for some time now, but it's kind of stretching out in terms of, I don't know if this is really what I want to see. I want to see that. And then a continuation, then it can come back down again, and then we'll continue higher. So this is a weakness. But I think I've said 135.50 is the bullish price. So if it's above that, then I can start looking into buys until that time. I don't know. I think you can still short. Like if it falls from here, for example, comes up to 135, yeah, definitely a good short. Down to 32.50. So don't be so discouraged if you are a seller. You still have the market in your favor. Okay. And then I want to point out that you have 75 pips stop loss on this one. That's just what I did, but that's up to you what you want to do. The other part to this is we are still bearish. We are still experiencing lower lows and lower highs. We are also in some consolidation. We don't trade consolidation, but yeah, okay, cool. and I think we can still fall further, potentially. What else do I want to tell you? Take profit. Well, 136.10. That's just TP1, I guess. So if I was to buy this one, I would do weekly, daily, and a position trade to the upside. Okay, I'm looking for a buys. So yeah, we shall see how it goes. Happy profits, people. Happy profits. We have done euro, we have done pound, we have done pound yen. Pound yen, then I have said 75 pips stop loss. Okay, cool. Then USDCAD. For the Canadian dollar, we see mostly short positions, way more than long positions. And I expect in this kind of market conditions we will be mostly long on Canada. So that's really interesting. And I think that really ties into what USDCAD is doing. And we haven't really seen the buyers coming into CAD so far. So there is a lot of potential for CAD to rise in the future. USDCAD, I really, really want to fall. Okay. The other part is Canada doesn't do very well in terms of we haven't seen the volumes in coming back into Canada after COVID in terms of buying the CAD. And also, as far as the reports I've gotten from people on the ground in Canada, they're not doing too well. So if this is really like a good sell opportunity, you need to break here. That's like, oh, that's not so long time, that's so much pips. But that's actually the real deal, people. If it breaks here, then we can talk about bearishness. Here, no, it's not. Still not. But also, I would also say, but Ivan, that's a reversal pattern up there. Why didn't you short it here? Well, that could also be one. But what we're seeing at the moment is potentially a 4-hour reversal, which this is a 1 hour. That becomes the 4 hour. Then the real entry is back down here. And also, if you were a seller here, then are you stopped out then? No, not necessarily. So you might be lost on that one. So yeah, just saying, precaution. So I would then say new low, pullback, sell all the way down to 130, 150. Okay. TP 130, 150, 50, 150. Stop loss 50 pips. And then I would love you to use 1% risk. Awesome. USOIL has been moving nothing. Okay, so I think I said to do yesterday, was it last week or was it on Sunday or Saturday? I'm not sure. So what happened last month was, or this month, sorry, was here, that's a sell, take profit, get out. So then start price moving like that. That's actually like pound yen at the moment. And then it goes back up. And that was really the plan. So that is sellers and that is buyers. Both got profits. And first to just go sideways after that was actually some of the things that I said likely possible, because those two trade plans has now fulfilled. Now oil, I would say pause on oil and see where they want to go. Are we going higher? Are we going lower? So really what is going to happen now is I want to see a break of 41 or 38 to see where we're going. Apart from that, we're in a range. Okay, so for next week, that might be like, that's the way, that's so far away. Yes, it is. But also mean that you need to take a bit of caution. You need to be, is this really worth my money? Not really. And if you could get a clear trend instead of just fighting and fighting and losing in there, I think that's a better idea. Okay, so target really should then be 37.50 and 42.50. You decide which one direction you are. I'm not going to make you do anything. And apart from that, you might want to stay away. Okay, I hope you have learned something new today. I will just go through more of the GT report for the other pairs now. and then we'll take it today. For this WSI, we have seen an increase in long positions from last week, but also a decrease in short positions that would make it more bullish. But in the meantime, we've had a Swiss National Bank interest rate meeting, which made them be more to the short side. So I think people will now take profit on the long positions they have, since they don't want to fight the central bank. So for next week, I anticipate more bearishness of Swiss franc. So yeah, but still very, very bullish. For the Australian dollar, we are quite leveled. We have 58% and 42% long shorts. And coming in from this week, we have marginally changed anything at all. So still a bit more bullish than bearish. Cool. New Zealand dollar, also another one that is just in the middle of somewhere, quite of equal, but not much changed last week. But yeah, more bearish this week than last week. Okay. I hope you are, one, in my Discord channel. I hope, two, you are going to come tomorrow at 19:30 GMT+2 for the live webinar, or just notifications. Just subscribe to this YouTube channel. Please also give this a like if you really liked it. And apart from that, I just want you to succeed. I want you to be happy, and I want you to become a successful Forex trader. That's why I'm here. Apart from that, don't risk money, not afford to lose. And boom.